Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lawreen and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about fragrances that honestly, they're kind of like my favorite fragrances. I feel like this particular kind of fragrance family is where I live and thrive at. Today I'm going to be recommending a couple fragrances. I have 7 in front of me and all of these fragrances are perfect for sweater weather. It is cold, okay? It's fall, it's winter. In my opinion, I feel like it's winter, but it's probably still fall for most of you guys. But it is finally getting to the season where sweaters are our day-to-day. And I have to recommend some fragrances for you guys that give you that warm, cozy, hug kind of feeling. Because I mean, I feel like that's what a sweater does. It keeps you warm. It keeps you cozy, you know? And I feel like there's fragrances that perfectly coincide with sweater weather. So if you guys are interested in seeing what I would recommend that I pulled out from my collection that gives perfect sweater weather, fall, winter vibes, then just go ahead and keep watching. So the first fragrance I'm going to talk about, it's not new to my channel. If you've been here, you've seen this mentioned multiple times. This is like, I feel like an epitome of a perfect, warm, cozy, vanilla scent. This did come out this year, a couple months ago, and it was an amazing launch. I think it is one of my top 2023 launches, and the perfume I'm talking about is Parfums de Marly Althair, or Althair. I don't know how people are pronouncing it. I'm gonna say Althair, but this fragrance is so beautiful. It's a warm, sweet, vanilla, spicy kind of scent. You're gonna tell there's gonna be a lot of similarities between these fragrances that I'm talking about. They're all very warm, very cozy, slightly sweet. Some have some spices, but it's just that they're all kind of in that kind of realm. So this is the first one, and when I tell you guys, it's not super duper unique, but it's also not like basic. This is a beautifully done vanilla. I'm gonna put up the notes right here for each fragrance that I'm talking about. Parfums de Marly Althair, the top notes are going to be cinnamon, cardamom, bergamot, and orange blossom. Middle notes are bourbon, vanilla, and elemi, and the base notes are praline, musk, ambroxan, and guaiac wood. This fragrance is, first of all, the longevity is amazing. It lasts and wears all day. I've worn it multiple times. I've had it in my collection for, I feel like 3 months now. I got it in September, I want to say, and it's been getting used and abused. I think it's right here already. Yeah, I've been loving this fragrance. It's just so warm. It's cozy. It's a little sweet, but it has that spice element to it from the cardamom. I really love cardamom as a note. It adds like a beautiful spice to fragrances that's not like super duper cloying. It's just a beautiful, smooth kind of spice. But if you guys have yet to get your nose on Parfums de Marly Althair, I really would recommend it. It's a unisex fragrance, but I feel like it's more feminine leaning in my opinion. I do feel like men can wear this, but from my nose, I feel like it's a more feminine fragrance, but I have not seen one person who doesn't like this fragrance. Like, it's a very easily crowd-pleasing scent. It's not your generic like Sephora fragrance, but I do feel like a lot of people would enjoy this. So this is my first fragrance that I would recommend that is definitely giving all the cozy sweater weather vibes. Get your nose on Parfums de Marly Althair because it is a stunning fragrance. Alrighty, the next fragrance that is definitely giving me all the sweater weather vibes is one that I've had in my collection for a long time, and this is a favorite of mine. It's in my top 10 perfumes for life. I will link that video up above if you guys have not watched it. But this fragrance, you guys, gosh, it's just, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just so beautiful and so captivating. This is Goldfield and Banks Australia Silky Woods. If you're not new here, you already know how I feel about this fragrance. It's just so smooth, so creamy, so cozy. It has a lot of deep, heavy notes, but it does not smell deep and heavy. Like, it definitely has a lot of character to it. It has a lot of depth to it, but it's so smooth and cozy and just creamy. I love Silky Woods. It's literally in the name. It's the silky, woody fragrance. It smells so good. Top notes in Goldfield and Banks Silky Woods are going to be cinnamon and saffron, while middle notes are suede, oud, Madagascar Ylang Ylang, and jasmine. And the base notes are Tahitian vanilla, Australian sandalwood, tobacco leaf, musk, and olibanum. I feel like when you see the notes of this fragrance, you're gonna be like, oh, this is too much. It's too much. Like, it's gonna be super duper duper heavy, super duper clawing. Absolutely not. Silky Woods is one of the most creamiest, smoothest, well blended fragrances that I've ever smelled in my entire life. This is my favorite fragrance from this house. After that, it's Sunset Hour. That's more of like a summer spring fragrance. But when I tell you Silky Woods is that girl, this fragrance is just a beautiful, gorgeous, gorgeous scent. And it's definitely perfect for sweater weather vibes. It gives me just, when I smell it, I just go like, it just smells like a hug. I don't even know. I don't know how to explain this. It's just really good. The people who know this, people who smell this, you understand, okay? You get the gist, you get the vibe. But I definitely feel like, just like the Parfums de Marly, it's crowd pleasing. I do feel like this is another scent that I feel like a lot of people would like. So if you've never gotten your nose on Silky Woods by Goldfield and Bakes, you need to do it, because I don't know what you're doing with your life. This is just one that I feel like everyone needs to have in their collection. Alrighty, the next fragrance that I would recommend that is giving me all the cozy vibes is one that is newer to my collection, but like I said, this is one that I've been eyeing for literally years, and I finally got in my collection a couple weeks ago, but it's one that I've fallen in love with. It was like love at first sniff. It's one of those fragrances, love at first sniff. A lot of people have this fragrance already, and a lot of people know this fragrance. But when I smelt it the first time, I think it was like 2 years ago, I was like, wow, this is a gorgeous, beautiful scent. And the scent that I'm talking about is by Commodity, and this is Commodity Gold Expressive. You know, they have 3 different versions. They have the Personal, Expressive, and the Bold. This is just the regular Gold Expressive. And when I tell you, this is such a beautiful vanilla scent. It's warm, it's spicy, it's a little slightly boozy, but it's cozy. It's such a beautifully done vanilla fragrance. Let me read you guys the notes for Commodity Gold. So this is a vanilla amber, powdery, woody kind of scent. The top notes are going to be musk and juniper, and middle notes are going to be vanilla and amber, and the base notes are sandalwood and benzoin. Like I said, I'm going to put the notes up here as I read them. And this fragrance, like I said, it's cozy. It's a little spicy. It's a little slightly lactonic, just like a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. And it's warm. It's really, really warm. It's a beautiful, warm fragrance. I wouldn't say it's sweet. It's not super duper sweet in my opinion. If anything, I get more vanilla, amber, woody kind of vibes. I don't really get a lot of sweetness from this, but it's a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. This is another one that I feel like it's super duper crowd pleasing. A lot of people love this scent. A lot of people also like Milk, which is another amazing, beautiful scent. I do have Milk Plus, which I'll talk about in a future video, but I wanted to mention Gold Expressive because I just feel like this is just a beautiful sweater weather, cozy. I just want to sit at home with a sweater, in a blanket, baking cookies. Like, it's a beautiful, beautiful, cozy, warm, inviting scent. All these scents are very inviting in my opinion. That's why I would consider them sweater weather. Because when I think of sweater weather, I just think of someone who's really like inviting, warm, sweet, you know, those vibes. And that's just what I get from Commodity Gold. So if you guys have never smelled this, you can smell it at Sephora. So if you guys have never gotten your nose on any Commodity fragrances, I highly recommend. They're a really, really good brand, and you can pick them up at Sephora. So you can go in stores, smell them, see if you like it, but I guarantee you, you're gonna love Commodity Gold because it's top tier. It's really, really good. Okay, the next fragrance I'm going to talk about is one of the newer ones to my collection. I got it, I want to say 3 weeks ago, and I have been obsessed. This was actually recommended by a subscriber of mine. I can't remember her name, but if you're watching this video, you know who you are. Thank you for recommending this. I've seen this fragrance before a couple like months back, maybe a year and so ago, but I didn't think much of it. It seemed nice, but I was like, I don't really need it. I don't need any more fragrances, but here I am. But when I saw this and I was like, you know what, let me finally get my hands on it. And when I tell you guys, it smells so good. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name because I'm probably gonna butcher it, But this is by the fragrance house Van Cleef Arpels, and this is Bois d'Or. Listen, I am not French. That is not where I'm from, so I'm not gonna butcher this name, but this is how this bottle looks like. It's by Van Cleef. I love the bottle. The bottle is sleek, it's sexy, it's very elegant, and it has like a little charm. It's really, really cute. But when I tell you guys this scent, ooh, y'all, listen. I'm not gonna tell you which one to get out of all the ones I'm talking about today. But this one, I think out of all the fragrances I'm talking about today in this video, this is probably the most sexiest one out of all of them. But my God, you guys, this smells so good. It is, okay, it's an experience. So when you first spray it, if you get warmth, it has tobacco in it, so there's spice. It's a little sweet, and it's also like it has like a resin to it, a very aromaticness to it. That's what I'm saying. Out of all the ones I'm talking about today, this is definitely more on the sexier side of things. It's a more on the sexier date night, like I'm putting on a backless sweater kind of vibes, you know? This is what I get from Van Cleef's Bois d'Or. Let me read you guys the notes. This is a vanilla, woody, almondy, sweet scent. The top notes are going to be black pepper and mineral notes. Middle notes are vanilla, almond, tobacco, and cedar. And the base notes are tonka bean, teak wood, and musk. So this is definitely a more woodier, slightly smoky, like not too smoky, just a tad bit. But it's so smooth and so beautiful. That almond adds like this creamy nuttiness to it. And the black pepper has like a spice, like it's a spicy, slightly nutty, slightly vanillic, slightly woody scent. I feel like that's the best way to describe it. And that mineral note, I've never like heard of a mineral note, but it adds this like, how do you describe what mineral smells like? Like, I don't know how to describe what a mineral smells like, but if you smell it, you get it. Like, you understand why it has that mineral note. It adds this like slightly salty, aquatic kind of vibe at the top. This scent is just so unique. It's so beautiful. It lasts really, really well. And it just gives me sexy sweater weather, date night. I'm wearing like a backless sweater with some knee-high boots, and we're going out to dinner, and I'm gonna have a glass of wine. Like, that's the vibe I get from Van Cleef's Bois d'Or. Somebody comment down below and let me know how this is pronounced, because I am probably butchering it. But this scent is one that I have been obsessed with. You guys are gonna see it probably in another video because I have not been able to put it down. It is so beautiful. It's so sexy. It's so warm. It's so cozy. It's just everything. It's everything that you need in a fragrance. So definitely check this out if you're wanting a more sexier, cozy sweater weather fragrance. Okay, this next fragrance is one of my favorite fragrances. I can't remember. I don't think this is in my top 10. But when I tell you it's definitely my top 15, it is in my top 15. Ever since I got this scent, I've just always been in love with it. It's one that I don't wear enough, but this time of year, oh yeah, she gets worn, okay? This is like a scent that I pick up here and there when I'm in the mood for it, but every time I wear it, I just fall in love with it all over again. And this is Fragrance du Bois Minuit ou Demi. This is by Demi in collaboration with Fragrance du Bois. This fragrance came out a couple years back. It was supposed to be limited edition, but they made it a permanent scent because of how great the launch did. And when I tell you guys, oh, this is a gorgeous, warm, sweet, caramelly, coffee, spicy kind of scent. It's so smooth, blended so well. There's a lot of notes in this fragrance, but when I tell you, you can't pick them apart. Like, it's such a gorgeous, beautiful scent story. Like, scent profile, if I had to put myself in like I need to create a video that has like my signature scents, this would be one of them. This is definitely one of my signature scents. Like, everything that I love in a perfume, as far as like how it smells, is in this perfume. It's in Fragrance du Bois Minuit ou Demi, because it's just, It's my favorite fragrance family. It's warm, it's spicy, it's a little sweet. It has depth, but it's not too cloying. It's a perfect projection. The longevity is decent. It's not the best, but it's decent. Like it's a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. Let me read you guys the notes for Minuit Demi. Also the bottle. This bottle is just a stunning bottle. I love Fragrance du Bois packaging. It's always so classy and just such a luxe experience. Fragrance du Bois Minuit Demi is a warm, spicy, caramel, sweet vanilla scent. The top notes are going to be cardamom, pimento, and bergamot. Middle notes are caramel and coffee, and the base notes are vanilla, Madagascar vanilla, tobacco, cinnamon, musk, cashmere, cedar, liquor, and vetiver. There's a lot of notes in this. It's definitely a scent that has a lot going on in it, but it is done so well. It's a sweet, spicy, coffee, cozy scent. It smells so good. It just smells. I'm gonna end up spraying all of these on me today, but oh my God. This just gives me all the vibes. This gives me all the cozy, warm, everything that I want in a winter fragrance vibe. The only thing about this is it's not super duper projective. This is a more skin-like, moderate projection kind of scent. That is why I wouldn't consider it like a super duper winter fragrance, because I don't think it can necessarily cut through the cold, but the scent itself is impeccable. I mean, just gorgeous, chef's kiss. This is a gorgeous scent. If you're looking for a warm, cozy, more spicier and a little sweet kind of scent and has like a more like a woody kind of base, you're definitely going to enjoy this. So definitely get your nose on Minuit Demi if you guys have not, because it's a gorgeous scent. Like, it's one of my favorites in my collection, and I'll always love that scent. Okay, you guys, we have 2 scents left, okay? This one, I could not do this video without mentioning this scent. Like, there's no way you can do a sweater weather vibes video without mentioning Kayali's Vanilla 28. Come on. I mean, it's Vanilla 28. Like, what, this is like everything this video is about. I think out of all of these fragrances, this is definitely one that I'm pretty sure everybody and their grandmother and their great-grandmother and their niece and their aunt and their cousin has in their collection. I don't think I know one person who does not have this fragrance in their collection. It's just a staple. Like, you can wear this fragrance on its own. You can mix it with other fragrances. It's a staple vanilla-based scent. I mean, it's just beautiful. It's warm. It's sugary. It's cozy. It's gourmand. Like, it's everything that you want in a sweater weather fragrance. Like, I just love this fragrance to death. As you can see, I have a huge dent. I've had this bottle for a while. And another fun thing about this scent is when you first get it, the juice doesn't look like this. Vanilla develops really, really well. It ages really, really well. It tends to get stronger throughout the weeks, the months, the years that you have a fragrance. So usually fragrances that have vanilla in it, the color and the juice ends up getting darker because it just ages that way. Kind of like, I feel like vanilla is similar to wine. Like, it just gets better with time. That's just how I feel about the vanilla note. And this fragrance is definitely beautiful when you get it, but as it ages, it just gets better. It just gets better and more projective and stronger and sweeter and just amazing. It's just beautiful. Let me read you guys the notes. Kayali's Vanilla 28 is a sweet amber vanilla scent. The top notes are going to be vanilla orchid and jasmine. Middle notes are brown sugar and tonka bean, and the base notes are amberwood, musk, and patchouli. So this is, like I said, this is a predominantly vanilla scent. You don't really get much more than vanilla. You get the vanilla, the tonka bean, brown sugar. It's a sweet, edible, gourmand scent. That's the best way to describe Kayali's Vanilla 28. It's a vanilla, warm, sweet, edible, gourmand scent. And yeah, that's just that. Like, it's a gorgeous scent. I wouldn't consider it super duper deep, in my opinion. Some may, depending on your fragrance taste, but I like more stronger fragrances. So to me, this isn't super duper like deep. and has like a lot going on to it. I feel like it's pretty straightforward, but it's a beautiful scent. Like I said, I feel like it's one that everyone should have in their collection. It wears gorgeous on its own. You can mix it up with other fragrances if you're trying to sweeten up something. But this is definitely a cozy, warm hug in a bottle. And if you love vanilla, this is a no-brainer. So definitely check out Kayali's Vanilla 28. Okay, last but not least, the last fragrance I'm going to mention to you guys that is definitely giving me all the sweater weather, cozy, fall, winter vibes is one that is a Middle Eastern fragrance. So it's definitely affordable. I don't want to say I saved the best for last. I saved the most inexpensive and most accessible one for last, but this one is definitely a gorgeous, beautiful scent. I recently got it, I want to say about a month ago. I picked this up because of Sharita. Actually, I was watching one of her videos and she's talked about this fragrance a couple times, and I was really intrigued because of the notes, and I was like, you know what do I have to lose? 25 bucks. Let's pick it up and see what it's about. And you guys, this scent is one that needs a lot more attention. I don't think enough people know about this, or enough people talk about this scent. This is by Lattafa, and I'm not even going to try to say the name because it will be butchered, okay? But it looks like this. I think it's Ishq al Shayuk. Listen, we're not even gonna try it. Let me just show you guys the bottle. It looks like this. I will link it down below. I will link all these fragrances in the description box down below that I mentioned in this video. When I first smell it, it's more creamy and slightly nutty in my opinion, but I don't think there's like a nutty note. I don't think there's almond or anything in this, but it's leather. But when you think of leather, you think of like super screechy, like it can be kind of clawing or too strong. But this is the complete opposite. When I read you guys the notes of this fragrance, you're going to be kind of shocked because what you see in the notes is what you smell, but completely not what you're expecting, if that makes any sense. This is let me spray it so I can remind myself how this scent is. Oh, okay, yes. Okay, so when you first spray it, you definitely get that leather note, but it's like it's like the smoothest leather that you can possibly like smell, if that's even possible. It's just so creamy and smooth. There's leather, there's saffron in this, so it's definitely a more deeper fragrance, but it's milky in my opinion. It's kind of like tonic, but also has a lot of depth to it. Let me just read you guys the notes so you can kind of understand where I'm coming from. But this fragrance by Lattafa is a leather, vanilla, sweet, musky kind of fragrance. The top notes are going to be caramel and saffron. Middle notes are suede, leather, tonka bean, and the base notes are vanilla, amber, and musk. So, like I said, when you see all those notes, you're probably thinking, oh, this is going to be super duper heavy, maybe a little clawing, too sweet, or like, you know, like too manly, but absolutely not. This scent is so smooth and just like, that's just the best way to describe it. It's smooth. It's a little musky, slightly sweet with that vanilla, and it's a little woody too. Like I definitely get that caramel and the suede. Like it's just smooth. Like if you love notes like cashmere and suede, those kind of notes, leather, oh, this fragrance is just so gorgeous, you guys. Like for $25, this 3.4 ounce bottle and the juice that you get in this just doesn't make any sense, at least in my opinion. It just don't make no sense to me. This is a beautiful, stunning fragrance, and I don't think enough people know about this fragrance, and I'm here to tell you guys to get your nose on it because it is absolutely stunning. It's a gorgeous sweater weather scent. The reason why I say it's a sweater weather scent, because to me it's really, really cozy. It's really, really smooth. It's creamy. It's musky, slightly sweet. I don't get any spice from this at all, but it's also deep, so it withstands the cold, okay? It withstands the cold, trust me. I have worn this multiple times. I have tested it in super duper cold temperatures, like 30s, 40s, and when you walk outside, you just smell just, edible, sweet, smooth, just everything you want to smell like, okay? Just everything you want to smell like is what this smells like, and I definitely highly recommend for you guys to check it out. If you're into Middle Eastern fragrances and you've never heard of this, pick it up. It's really, really good. If you trust my opinion, you guys will probably like it. So make sure you guys check this fragrance out. Alrighty guys, that is it. Those are all the fragrances that I pulled out from my personal collection that I felt were fitting for sweater weather, cozy, fall, warm, winter vibes. Definitely check each and every one of them out because they are all amazing. They're all very different from one another, but they're all pretty much in the same kind of fragrance family, which is that warm, sweet, spicy, smooth, creamy kind of vibe. And that's why I feel like it's perfect fragrances to wear when you're wrapped up in a big sweater, even if you're at home in a blanket. Just if you are cuddled up, bundled up, this is a perfect fragrance to wear when you are bundled up, okay? Make sure you guys check these fragrances out. I will link them in the description box down below. Also, leave a comment down below and let me know if you guys have any of these fragrances. I would love to hear your opinions on them. While you're down there, make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you want more future videos from me on fragrances. You guys know I love talking about fragrances. I could talk about them all day long. So if you guys want more fragrance related videos, make sure you give this video a thumbs up so I can know you guys enjoy them. While you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can subscribe to the family and join us while we are growing. We are growing. I am so happy. Thank you guys for 9K. Next up is 10K. And when we get to 10K, guys, I'm going to do a super duper huge big giveaway. I'm going to let you know right now, okay? I'm putting it in a video, so I can't go back on it. When we get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. It's been a long time since I've done a giveaway, and I will do one when we get to 10K. So if you guys have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can join the family and hit that notification bell so you're notified when I will be uploading next. Thank you guys once again. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Mwah. Bye.